For Red Sox on the chopping block after Craig Breslow hiring, welcome Red Sox fans, subscribe to the channel to receive the latest Red Sox news. Help us reach the 1,000 subscribers so that our channel arrives for more people. I count on all of you. It's time to trim the dead weight if the Red Sox are to become World Series contenders soon. The Boston Red Sox began a new era on Tuesday when it was announced that Craig Breslow would be replacing Chaim Bloom as the club's chief baseball officer. After Bloom's constant gaffes and poor decisions, it's nice to have someone who's seemingly capable of running the ship. With the World Series wrapping up no later than November 4th, Breslow will get to work sooner than later. One of the first things he must do is chop off the excess roster fat if the Red Sox are to avoid missing the playoffs for the third consecutive season. Here are 4 Red Sox who should be on the chopping block now that Breslow is hired. For Red Sox on chopping block, number 1 Corey Kluber was one of the best American League pitchers in the 2010s. The former 2007 fourth-rounder won 2 AL Cy Young Awards in 4 seasons and even finished top 20 in league MVP voting 3 times during his 9-year run with Cleveland. Having said that, Kluber has been trending in the wrong direction for years now. After a pair of underwhelming campaigns with the New York Yankees and Tampa Bay Rays, Kluber continued his AL East tour by joining the Red Sox last offseason. His contract was a 1-year deal with a second-year team option, highlighting Boston's belief that he could potentially turn things around. Unfortunately, Kluber's tenure has been nothing short of a disaster. The 37-year-old hurler went 3-6 with a 7.04 ERA and 1.636 WHIP across 15 appearances, 9 starts. Bringing Kluber back at that price tag would be a major mistake by Breslow. If he wants to give him another shot on a cheaper contract, that's fine and could pay off, see James Paxton. But if Kluber has his heart set on anything near 8 figures, it's time to move on. Injuries prevented him from taking the mound since June 20th, getting to the point where the club shut him down before he could finish his AAA rehab stint. The Red Sox now have to decide if they'll opt into his team option, which would see Kluber return for $11 million in 2024. If he had a strong bounce-back showing before injuries caught up, I'd be open to the idea, but does Boston need to waste that much money on an unhealthy, declining pitcher? Number 2 Joely Rodriguez. Kluber's team option isn't the only one the Red Sox must decide on this offseason. There's also relief pitcher Joely Rodriguez, who split the 2023 campaign between the majors and minors. More often than not, Rodriguez showed promise in the minors. He went 1-0 with a 3.18 ERA across 12 relief appearances in AA and AAA, but couldn't bring that same level of play to Boston. He allowed 10.6 hits and 4.9 walks per 9 innings while pitching to a 6.55 ERA in 11 games with the Red Sox before an oblique strain ended his season in August. Rodriguez has now allowed at least 10.3 hits and 3.5 walks per 9 innings in 2 of the last 3 seasons, further proving that he isn't a reliable reliever or worth the $4.25 million team option. If he can't keep the opposition off base, why should he be kept on the roster? With his being 32 once the 2024 MLB season begins, it's going to be harder for Rodriguez to rebound from his oblique injury. It's even harder to have faith in his health when this was his second time in 4 seasons playing 12 or fewer games. If Breslow wants to start building a contender, he needs a reliable bullpen. Moving on from Rodriguez would help in the sense of being addition by subtraction. Number 3 Tanner Houck. Red Sox fans wanted to see RHP Tanner Houck succeed ever since he was drafted 24th overall in 2017. But even though he's still under team control for the next 4 seasons, don't count on seeing the 27-year-old at Fenway Park in 2024. Houck hasn't developed into the ace that some experts projected him to be. Making a career-high 21 starts last season, the St. Louis, Missouri native only went 6-10 with a 5.01 ERA and 1.368 WHIP. Most of his struggles stemmed from when he failed to win 11 straight starts between April 26th and August 27th. Even if you have faith in Houck getting back on track, Breslow must at least explore trade options. The Athletic's Jen McCaffrey theorizes that Houck could be used in a trade package to bring in a true ace. His being arbitration eligible through 2027 only adds to his trade value. With starting pitchers like Corbin Burnes, Shane Bieber, and Tyler Glasnow rumored to be on the trade block this offseason, unloading Houck would be a small price to pay to hook one of those big fish. Unless Breslow is 100% confident that Houck can live up to his draft, it's best to let the righty be someone else's redemption project. Number 4, Alex Verdugo. Turning back the clock a bit, one of Chaim Bloom's biggest gaffes towards the end of his reign was how he handled the Alex Verdugo situation. For those needing a refresher, Verdugo had his fair share of disciplinary issues this season. He was benched twice during the 2023 campaign, once for a lack of hustle in June before showing up late to a game in August. The most frustrating part is that the Red Sox had opportunities to move Verdugo after allegedly making him available towards the end of July. It even got to the point where Boston was ready to do business with the rival Yankees, but a finalized deal never materialized. Although he shows flashes of promise now and then, Verdugo's streaky play has left much to be desired. Playing an average of 147 games over the last 3 campaigns, the 27-year-old is only averaging just over 12 home runs and 63 RBIs per season. His slash numbers have also declined with each season he's spent in Beantown. If Verdugo's decline continues and his disciplinary issues can't be fixed, what's the point of keeping him around? Breslow might not even want to work on the veteran infielder given that he inherited the complicated situation. At the end of the day, it's clear that a fresh start is needed for both sides. Verdugo might be capable of reversing his fortunes, but a fresh start with a team that didn't bench him could be the best option. I'm also sure the Red Sox could get something back for a player who's above average in the batter's box and in the infield. If Boston wants to start the new era off right and put the disappointing 2023 memories in the rearview, Verdugo has to go. If you want to start your sports betting career off on the right foot, you need to join BetMGM. They're giving out $200 in bonus bets to new users who sign up through the link below and place a first wager of just $10. You'll even get your credits instantly, so no need to sweat your first bet. Just make sure to claim the offer below now before it disappears. Fan of the Red Sox, what do you think of these possible attitudes of Craig Breslow? Leave your opinion in the comments, leave your like and share, and subscribe to the channel to receive the latest Red Sox news. Help us reach the 1,000 subscribers so that our channel arrives for more people. I count on all of you.